Okay, now we're live. Now we're live. I think we got it sorted out. Had to change a resolution setting here in the settings in the studio software. Anyway, so my first live stream, which is what inspired me to start live streaming, re-inspired me to start live streaming, was I dug out a microscope that I bought probably 4 or 5 years ago with the intent to study microbiology, entomology, and more. Look at plants up close and all that sort of stuff. And I never got around to hooking it up for lots of reasons. I'm not gonna go into all of that. But so, needless to say, I dug it back out. First live stream I did was testing that. I realized I actually had a camera that I could plug into the computer that would actually stream. Because the recording camera doesn't do that. Anyway, I finally got this microscope set up on a decent table here, and things a little more organized. Enough at least to take a look at a honeybee wing, which you can see in the stream right now, is overlaid on top of me. I'll dial that back so you can see me for now. So right now we're looking at that honeybee wing live on the microscope and on a 4X reticle on the scope. I'm using the backlight on the scope. I now have a good light set up so we can look at stuff from above as well, because I realized that was an issue when I was playing around before. So, good evening, Celtic Bear. Thank you. Yeah, it's better, huh? Anyway, let's see. Hold on a sec. Come on in. Actually live streaming at the moment.
What?
I'm actually live streaming at the moment.
Oh, okay. I'll see you later.
Alright. I mean, you can sit in if you want.
Yeah, I'll sit in over here.
Okay. Alright. I'll be done in a little while. Just doing a short one. Sorry for the interruption there, guys. It's my housemate checking in. In for a moment. Did I dissect that poor bee for the test? Yes, I did, Jean-Jeans. I didn't really dissect them. I just kind of pulled the wings off because I was realizing, just looking at the whole bee, it was very hard to distinguish. Oh, did I lose my stream? I guess not. Okay. I realized looking at the whole bee was hard to distinguish, and I figured the honeybee wing, since it's clear and has a lot of really interesting detail, the more zoom you go in would be a good place to start playing around with a microscope. I honestly haven't really used a microscope. Yes, Celtic, poor bee. He was dead. I waited till he was dead. Anyway, I haven't really used a microscope since high school and biology class, that sort of thing, so it's been a long time, so I have to refamiliarize with myself with a microscope, and I'm also still familiarizing myself with the broadcasting and streaming software, so I hope you'll bear with me. If you don't like the fact that I smoke, I'm sorry, too bad, I smoke. That said, well, let's get on to the subject. So what we're looking at under the microscope here, for some reason this does not seem to be showing up here. I just want to make sure that the video is live before I start playing around here. Is everyone seeing everything okay? Okay, it looks like it is working. Alright, good. So, hey Chris, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. How are you tonight? Alright, so anyway, so we're looking at a honeybee wing under the microscope at 4X right now. I'm going to go ahead and slide this up to fill most of your screen, because you don't need to see my face for this. So that's 4X under a microscope, backlit. honeybee wing. And what we're going to do is flip to another reticle, a 10x reticle, and take a closer look, and then we'll move our way up to a 40 power and then to 100 power. It is fun to look at swimmers under the microscope. Yeah, I'll have to find some water pools near the pond or something in the back once spring really breaks here, and we'll get some we'll get some swimmers under the microscope. I can't wait to look at leaves, especially of plants under high nutrition, up close later in the season. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And I think one of my next live streams, I'm probably going to take a rosemary leaf and we'll take a look at the trichomes that produce the essential oils of the rosemary plant. That should be an interesting one as well. Anyway, so what we're looking at here is a honeybee wing. You know, I've said that about 50 times, so I'll just get on with it, and we'll switch up to the 10x reticle here. Just go over to the microscope here, and a little focus adjustment. So now we're looking at it under 10x reticle. I'll try and get the focus nice and tight. And can you see all those tiny little hairs on the bottom of the wing now? So the interesting thing about insects is those little hairs are basically antennae, and they use those to resonate, and that actually helps them fly. There was a guy, I can't remember his name again. Anyway, there was a guy back in early 1900s, I think, or it might have been even late 1800s, who built a flying machine out of insect wings and using the principles of insects. He was an entomologist, I believe, and he was studying insects very closely, and he figured out that they were basically levitating through the use of these antennae. So now we're looking at them under 10x, and you can see that those little dots that just appear under 4x now are starting to look like hairs, and as we go in, I think you'll start to see that even those little hairs have little hairs on them. And so this is a lot like a Yagi antenna, and it's a resonant structure. So let me see if I can get any kind of focus at all under a 40x. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe I need more light. Let me play with the lighting here. Yeah, there we go. Too much, too little, I don't know. Let's take a focus in a little. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I haven't played with a microscope in forever. Let's put a little more light to that, huh? Can we get a little... Oh, that's the wrong way. Let's back that up with some real good light. Is that focused enough for you guys, or is that out? We'll actually focus on some of the hairs themselves. Jean, bringing back memories, huh? Good. Okay, so I know the lighting isn't great there. I might be able to. This might totally throw the... No, I guess that seems to be okay. Alright, so anyways, you can see each of those little hairs, and then I don't know, I'm not running the microscope software, which I can basically take it from 100x up to 4000 with the zoom. But anyway, yeah, that's right, because there's such a short distance there. From the top of the hair to the bottom of the hair, and the focus is so precise. I think you're right, Jean-Jeans. Anyway, so what was I saying? Those hairs basically will have little hairs on them, and then if we could zoom and zoom and zoom, you'd see that continues to replicate, which is interesting because it kind of relates to the Fibonacci sequence and the number 5. If you're not familiar with the number 5, you should look into that. A lot of stuff in nature is based on the number 5. Hello! How are you, Heritage Farms of Texas? I like that gate you guys put up. That's nice. Need that vein? Yeah, I can shimmy shammy that over. Let's have a look. Oops. See if we'll bring. Yeah, we'll focus on the vein now. Ooh, that's pretty good. Wow, look at those little clear, like crystal-like things on the edge there. John Jones or Jack. I speak Martian okay, I think.
Don't you like my Martian accent?
Remember that character from Bugs Bunny? Was he Marvin the Martian? I think it was Marvin the Martian. Had like the big tomahawk thing on his head. Anyway, so now we're close in on the vein there. Anyway, that's interesting looking at the vein. There's all kinds of little clear I don't know what to call them. They look like almost like some kind of an amber. Might even be pollen or resin or honey residues. Let's see, we're on 40x, so we're zooming in pretty good on that. Anyway, so that's pretty interesting. Let's flip over to the 100x and see what it looks like under 100x. Short little blue guy, a distant cousin. Yeah, okay. I was close. Let me see, I get it back. The tray down so I can get the 100x reticle in place. So just bear with me a moment. And then I'll bring us back in if I can. Go to the fine. I don't know, there might be something wrong with that reticle. Because I haven't been able to get anything to show through that. Let me just take a look at this reticle. And I'll flip you back to the 40x for now. I'm going to pull this off and see why I can't see anything through it. Like I said, I hope you'll bear with me. Still kind of getting my equipment together and working properly. I don't know, it seems okay. I'm just going to hit it with the polish cloth here quick. Really need to get some precision lens cleaning gear for this kind of thing because I don't have any of that type of equipment at the moment. And then let me just check. Let me just check up in the scope itself. Figure out what a headlight. All right. Yeah. Seems okay. I don't know. So I don't know why the 100x isn't working, so we might not be able to use that today. Of course, I will look into and sort that later on. You guys still able to see? Oh, no, you're not. I never focused that back, so I left you hanging. I apologize. Let's see if we can... Well, let me just get this other lens back on. Okay. I'm gonna come up. Is that? Oh. Huh. Having trouble getting focus back on that one now. I don't know why.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Like I said, I haven't used a microscope in a long time. Also, that microscope slide is a little dirty and needs to really be cleaned up. There we go.
Just closing in on it, yeah. Let's see. Light source on mirror or light? It's a light backlighting the slide. It's actually a light built into the microscope. Celtic Bear. The stream you usually watch is Chasing Piglets. Okay. Alright, yeah. Bees are interesting too. I don't know, Chasing Piglets is always funny to watch too. Closing in on 1,000. Yeah, I am. Heritage. Yeah, hopefully soon. It's growing. It's coming. I just want it to grow organically. People with real interest in the channel. See a lot of people doing swapping and trading and subscriber kind of thing, and I don't know. That's not my style. But yeah. But thanks. It's coming along. I keep wanting to say the other way, because by the time I see it, I'll be going the wrong way. Yeah. So true. So true. Anyway, so you can see the hairs on that. I'm going to try this 100x reticle again. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll try it again. And Johns can... they weren't showing the pigs, you probably would have stayed. That's okay. I understand. I know this isn't like super entertaining to most people, but I think some people will appreciate it. I don't know why this 100x lens... As I recall, this one was super sensitive for focus. Yeah, no deal on the 100x tonight, I guess. Sorry about that.
Almost there. There we go. See? I'm getting more used to it. I'm getting more used to it. A little bit at a time.
Okay. Well, anyway, so that's a honeybee wing, and I thought it was interesting. I thought I would share it. Let's see. Oh, you have a microscope too, Johns? Should get that puppy out. My friend Aaron has this same microscope, but I think he has a little bit lower power than the one I have. But he uses it for working on microcircuitry, like soldering, desoldering, microcapacitors, microresistors, microtransistors, etc., which is pretty cool. I haven't played with any of that stuff. He's got a soldering iron that's up to that. My soldering iron's a 30-watt pencil iron. And frankly, I think that's a bit hot for microcircuitry. So I encourage any suggestions or comments from anyone watching now, or this video will be posted later in the previous live streams playlist. But anyone watching who wants to see other stuff under the microscope, I'm open to suggestions, and I think that could make for a lot of fun interaction. Age 7, haha. Up at 4 a.m. looking at roach legs. Only thing I could catch at that hour. Nice. Yeah, I gave my daughter one, I think, when she was 6 or 7, because she was so into science and stuff. And now she's studying neurology, currently at Salisbury University in Maryland. But she's using microscopes and working in the lab every day, so I like to think that I played some part in that. Maybe I didn't, but I'd like to think I do. Yeah, it's a whole different perspective, Celtic Bear. Things under the microscope is it's interesting. So, I have the rest of that honeybee here. Does anyone want to look at other parts of the honeybee? Are there any specific parts you want to look at? Yeah, I think it does too, Jajan's. I like to think I had an effect, but you know, I'm not so arrogant as to assume it actually was me. Maybe she just had interest in that and would have gone there anyway, regardless of the microscope. But I think it helped spawn some of her interest at least. The mandibles. At low power, yes, I can do that. Just a moment. You guys know what movie that's from? The mandibles. Let's see if we can actually, let me see if I can get him just to sit upside down on the slide, and we can zoom in and out to the different parts of the face. That might be kind of interesting. And I'm going to run it on the 4X
So we can see everything. Ooh, is that too much backlight going on there? Maybe that's too much forelight. No, it's too much backlight. In fact, maybe we just kill the backlight altogether. And then bring the other light in closer. And then I just gotta figure out the focus again.
I don't even know what part of him we're looking at there.
Maybe an
Eye? Might be an eye.
Oh, okay, we're getting there. I don't know, what is that? An eye? Let's move them around a bit now that we have a little better focus. There you go, I think that's the mandible right there. Does that seem right to you, Celtic Bear? That's so true, Jean-Jeans. That's so true. I definitely think exposure has a big factor, especially when you're young. You know, those things leave an impression on you. So that's a pretty interesting. This is right in the front of the head. This is like mandible and stuff. So I think we're lined up a little more center on him now. So that's coming off of the head of the bee as I go this way. And then we'll come forward and bring more of his head into the picture. And I'll try and tweak this focus a little more. Or we'll zoom through focus and see what else we can see. Kind of look at that little yellow thing in the center. Actually, that's a little better, huh? So that's interesting. I'll have to sort my lighting out a little bit better. And then we'll be able to look at him closer. Is that what you wanted to look at, Celtic Bear? And also, if you want me to go up or down, left or right, just tell me that in the text and I'll adjust accordingly. And also let me remove, yes, and then transition.
Okay. Then I'll bring the other one back. It is hidden capture. Existing 2. No, that's not it. Remove. Yes. Hide existing. Video capture. Create new. Yeah, that's the one. There we go. That's a little better, huh? All right. So do you want me to move up, down, left, right, anything? Let me know. I'll shimmy shammy it around if you want. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lost track of it. There we go. Is that an eye at the right? Yes, I think it is. Should we go one zoom up to a 10x and look at the eye maybe? I'm gonna try that. That light is still not quite enough, huh? Let's see if I can. There we go. Yeah, that's right on the eye. Boy, I wish we could see that clear. I really got to get this. Gotta get this lighting straightened out better. Yeah, I got to get some scalpels and some dissection stuff, John's, and I could do some real dissection and stuff. I'm gonna have to add some microscope supportive tools, so to speak, different than Microsoft for sure, with Windows. So I'll shift him around a bit here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's the eye. And of course, he's sitting on the slide, so our focus is going to be kind of variable based on the distance from the reticle. So I'm kind of scaling through different focus levels. Yeah, what I should do is dissect the eye and put it into the slide, and we can get a better close-up look at just the eye itself. Should I pull a leg, and we'll take a look at a leg? More toys, less time. Yes. So true. Oh, so true. God, is that so true? I forgot about that. There's light brightness here too. Yeah, see, I haven't even really gotten this microscope sorted out yet. But tell you what, I'm going to pop this slide back forward, and I'm going to pop a leg off this guy, and I'll stick that under the slide next to the wing, and we'll take a look at that. Does that sound like a plan, Moneypenny? I feel so bad even when he's dead, pulling wings and legs off the poor guy. Okay, there's a leg. That's a good sample. Ah! Leg and a wing. I definitely need some finer tools than my fingers. But we'll make do with what we got for now. this up. Why is that not? Oh, because it has to be on. Yeah, I do have more brightness control than I thought I did, so that's good. And we'll try and so it's so hard to tell what you're looking at. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna come across to there. Oh, there we go. I think that's the edge of the leg right there. Or maybe that's the wing. That's the wing right there. Yeah, there you go. That's a pretty good focus. We'll scan across those veins.
But the leg is off. Oh, here we go the other way.
This way. There we go. That's the leg. Let me tweak this light down a bit. If I can. Maybe we need the 4 light on this too. Oh yeah, that's not bad, huh? Let me get a little focus here. The other way, the other way. I know you're saying it, John. There we go. That's a pretty good close-up of the leg, huh?
Men always have the best toys. The only difference between men and boys is the price and the size of their toys. So true. Jean, you got new toys in the way? Oh man, I bet there's some cool new toys. Well, so that's the leg.
I think that's the leg.
And we can take a little stroll along that. If I can remember.
Which way is which? Oh, there you go. There's the joint of the leg. That's interesting to look at, huh? Such delicate joints. It's amazing that they don't break.
Thanks, Jean-Jean. Yeah, I'm sure the roach leg was interesting. Yeah, the joint, that's pretty cool. I think I'm going to pull this overhead of me right out of the way so you can see the whole microscope image. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Let's scroll a little further along the leg. Let's see what else we can see. I'll tweak the focus a bit here. Wow, look at all those little fine hairs and porous surfaces. Interesting. Let's see if we can get this more into frame. There we go. And we'll keep going along the leg. Oh, there you go. There's where it turns into that, I don't know what you call it, that weird part. Kind of like a finger, I guess, right? Must be like a specialized finger for collecting pollen or grabbing onto things. Probably how they grab onto surfaces upside down and stuff. Well, that's interesting. Let's bring that a little further along and look. Oh, here we go. So that's the end of the leg. I don't know if that's the end I pulled out or the other end.
Which end is up?
Typical. So that's pretty cool. I think that must be the end I tore out. I think that's where it joins the body. But I could be backward on that. It might be the other end. So, let's roll back to the other end. Ah! And we're back to the wing there. Okay, so this would be the other end. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think you're right, Jean-Jean. I think the other end that we were just looking at is the foot, and that must be a segmented ankle. And I think this is the end that I tore out. So now that we have a better idea, let's go back to the other end. I think you're right. I think like this right here. Oh, let me focus that again. I think like that must be the ankle, segmented ankle, like you're talking about at the start of it. Yeah. And then yeah, basically that's a foot. And if you look at that close like that, you can see all the little grabbers on there. What are we on? Well, we're only on 10x. You guys want to take a look at that under 40x? I'm curious what else we can see on that structure under 40x. It's like the fly foot. Yeah, The Fly. Remember that movie? I made the mistake of watching that while I was eating pizza. Yeah. Well, I just bumped the whole slide, so that sucks.
I don't know if we're going to get focus back under that level.
Shite.
We go back to the 40 and we'll find it again.
Frustrating.
I'm so unskilled with a microscope. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty clean, huh? Okay, now let's move right to the foot.
Hey, that's pretty clean.
They caught the piggies. Now they're explaining why the new electric fence didn't work. Catch it on the replay.
Okay. Yeah, this will be up for replay too, so.
But I do appreciate having some input, other people showing interest, and guiding me on what you want to see, because it's really about what you want to see.
Alright, so I'm going to back the tray off, and we're going to go up to 40x,
And then we're going to come back in,
because I bumped the
slide with the reticle before. I'm a noob. On microscope usage.
Oof. Wow, that's.
I don't know, 40x might be too much.
I also don't have this lighting down right
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
now, if I can get the focus right.
Ooh, there we go. I'm right touching the slide to do it though, which means I can't really move it. I'll try it. Okay, okay. There we go. There we go. That's that same foot under 40x now. Let me tweak the focus a hair here. Ugh, yeah. I really need to pin that slide properly. Yeah, wait until they get zapped. Boy, that'll change your day. Let me see if I can give us a little more light, or a little less, whatever we need to do to get this. I think less. And we adjust the focal light, the focal point of the light. Anyway, so that's that foot under 40x. And I'll kind of zoom through the different focal points here. Ugh, well, now I'm crushing it. Interesting. I think we had a better view on the other reticle. So we'll go back to that. Whoa. That's 100. We don't want to go to 100. We want to go to 10. There we go. I'm getting better with the 10, huh? Well, anyway, I just wanted to play around with the microscope a bit. I thought it'd be interesting to take a look at the honeybee wing, and while we're at it, honeybee leg, and actually we're going to go back to the wing quick, because I just find the wing fascinating. Those veins are so delicate and fine. Interesting. The veins are kind of like a honeycomb structure, huh? Anyway, I got some other things I got to do here, guys, so I'm going to call this a stream. It was fun. I welcome any comments or questions in the comments section below. This video will be posted when it finishes processing, and I welcome any interest in future microscope stuff to look at. So leave anything you'd like to see in the future in here, and we'll try and get it on deck, so to speak. Anyway, this has been a live stream from the Pharmacy Seeds Network. I believe this is 0007, and that is all. Thank you, Celtic Bear and Jean Jeans and Heritage Farms of Texas. Appreciate you guys' support and watching, and Christopher Paul, if you're still out there too. Thank you guys, and yeah, off to the piggies. Hope you get some good entertainment out of them. They're always fun to watch. Alright, everyone have a good evening. We'll see you soon. Thank you.